Good afternoon, good afternoon, good afternoon, empaths. I am Yamandi Adisa, the Alpha Empath, and I am here to piss y'all to fuck off today. That is what I am here today. So, Spirit placed it on my heart. Spirit placed it on my heart to talk a little bit about feminine energy today. Because as I go about coaching people, as I go about doing private marriage boot camps and doing goddess boot camps and things of that nature, I'm beginning to recognize that if you are going to change the consciousness of anything in life, the first thing that you have to change is change the feminine energy of that consciousness. Like they say, ladies always go first. Ladies always go first. And it is still the same thing for your soul. As a soul, you have both feminine energy and masculine energy. And if you want to affect the masculine energy, the first energy that you have to affect is the feminine energy. Now, I know I'm going to piss some women off with this shit. I'm finna tell y'all, I'm finna tear all of this shit down. I'm gonna burn this motherfucking shit down. I'm telling y'all, and y'all gonna be mad at me, but you ain't gonna be able to drag me no motherfucking well. So I'm gonna say it anyway, okay? But before I show y'all, before I say that, y'all see my hand? Let me see. Y'all see my hand right here? Y'all see it? Can y'all see it? It's right there. It's right there. See it go all over my body, and then it end at my hand right here. I like it a lot. I hope y'all like it too. But I decided to get that. I'm doing a retreat, boot camp, because I don't do retreats. My shit is not relaxing. My shit is authentic. And I make people accountable. So I believe in authenticity and accountability. So I do boot camp. So I'm doing one for my birthday. My birthday is coming up July 11th. I'm going to be, how old am I going to be? 44, I think, 44. I think that's how old I'm going to be. I didn't lost count. I don't be counting my days and shit like that no more. I forgot that stuff. But I'm going to be in Las Vegas, and then I'm going out of state again. I have another private marriage boot camp. I'm going to be in Tampa, Clearwater, Florida. Then I'm flying back to Dallas. I have another retreat at the end of this month. It's going to be here in Dallas, Texas. That's going to be for my birthday, that kind of thing. That retreat is $555. If you want to come, it is July 27th through 29th. It is here in Dallas, Texas. As I said, I'm doing goddess boot camps. But let's get back to what I was trying to talk to you guys about. Okay, so listen, let's think about a house. Let's think about a house. You have the house, which is the thing that everybody sees. And if you can see it, it represents masculine and energy, okay? And then you have the foundation of the house, which nobody can see, and that represents the feminine energy. Remember, feminine energy is hidden, just like our vaginas are hidden on the inside, and the masculine, their penises are outward. Well, the same thing with the house. You see, the house covers the foundation, but the house cannot stand unless there is a foundation. So when we have these families, and when people are saying we want to get married and shit like this, if I see that masculine energy is leading, I already know what the fuck is going to happen. The woman is going to feel oppressed, or feminine energy is going to feel oppressed, and it is going to feel like it is a slave, and it is going to want to be let free. You see, a man can be in feminine energy and be oppressed. He really, really can. And then he ends up with erectile dysfunction. He ends up with drinking problems. He ends up overworking, being a workaholic, because his feminine energy is not being freed in that social construct. Listen, feminine energy is the spiritual head of every house. Feminine energy is the spiritual head of every universe. And the first universe that you must first govern is the universe of you. That is what it is. But this social construct has taught you backwards, and they have taught you backwards because they ain't really invested in helping you set your shit straight. They are not. They are not, because it serves this system. It serves this system. But I'm here to set you right, okay? So listen, you have to check yourself first and be the foundation. So this is the part that's going to make women mad. You got to stop calling me. Let me clean my nails on this one. Y'all got to stop calling me, sitting up here complaining about the motherfucking man, because I'm going to look at you. That's what I'm going to look at, because as I said, feminine energy goes first. So you want to look at the man and say something's wrong with him. But what I'm looking at is the foundation cracked? See, we don't care nothing about the fucking house if the foundation is cracked. Or is the feminine energy in that relationship, is it strong? Can that house stand on it? Can that house stand on the foundation of feminine energy that it is built upon? Or is that feminine energy broken, cracked, and weak, and then has the audacity to look at the house and say, what the fuck is wrong with the house when the fucking foundation is cracked? Yeah, it's cracked. See, if you are going to change any culture, or if you are going to change the next generation, you got to first start with the women. You just got to. So women have to start taking accountability for the creation of the house. See, you have been taught that the man is the head. He is the physical head because that is what is seen. You're absolutely right about that. But we are the spiritual heads. We do our work in the dark so they can serve in the light. Let me repeat that again. We do our work in the dark so they can serve in the light. They stand on us. But if you have decided that you are not going to be a free woman, if you have decided that you are going to be a slave, he ain't going to be able to stand on you. He's not. And I know that you're saying, oh, he needs to be a gentleman. Listen, all that lady shit and all that gentleman shit, that shit comes from the world. Now, if you believe in that stuff, you're probably not part of my tribe and you probably shouldn't be listening to me. I'm not the coach for you, but I like to think more about nature. Can you imagine the moon saying I'm a lady? Can you imagine the sun saying I'm a gentleman? No, the sun gets up every goddamn day and shines brightly whether we fucking like it or not. That's how the sun acts. The sun acts consistent. But we're not talking about masculine energy today. We are talking about feminine energy. And one of the things that we can learn from the moon is that the moon always takes time. It says, I'm not going to shine brightly all the goddamn time. I'm not going to live my roles as wife. I'm not going to live my roles as a mother. I'm not going to live my role as a teacher stop me from taking care of myself first. And it seems like when women get married, they forget to start taking care of themselves. They forget who they are and they get lost in the role of wife. And whenever they do that, that fucking house is going to have a fucking problem. It's going to have a fucking problem. The first thing that's going to happen is sex is going to go down. That's what's going to happen. Sex is going to go down. And then the man is going to be upset. And then he's going to start creeping. Or she's going to keep giving him sex. And it's going to be duty booty. And he ain't going to be pleased anyway. Because ladies, listen, men know the difference between that passionate sex. They know when you're giving them duty booty. I know you think that they don't know. But they do know. They do know. And homegirl that work at Burger King, she going to give him that fire shit. That's what she going to give him. And he going to like it better. And then you're going to be mad and say, why is he cheating? Listen, ladies, that piece of paper don't mean shit. I know you want to think it means something because we have it in our head that once we have this piece of paper that he is supposed to be faithful and loyal because he is supposed to stand committed to that piece of paper. But why should he be committed to that piece of paper when you ain't committed to you? Let me repeat that. Why do you want to hold him committed to that piece of paper when you aren't even committed to being you? You're not. And it's hypocrisy. It really is. If you want to restore your marriage, the first person that you have to restore is your feminine energy. That's what needs to be restored. When is the last time you said, let me take some time out. Let me stop putting or making decisions that are for everybody else first and are for me last. It's not like that. You got to always consider your feminine energy first. Now, as I said, I'm not going to keep fussing at y'all, but I had to come in here and tell you guys, be accountable. Be accountable to yourself. Be authentic to yourself. And if you are living a role and you are not living in authenticity and you're wondering why you're depressed and you're sad, it's because you're being fake. That's what it is. You're being fake. And it is time to free yourself. It is time to release yourself. Listen, when I go on these retreats, I teach a couple of classes. But one of my classes that my ladies, they just make me teach this fucking class every goddamn time. I teach a class called Tantric Sex. And when I tell you, I have never, ever taught that class without all the ladies crying. Each and every single one of them cry. Because when you bring authenticity back into the bedroom, it becomes a sacred prayer. And it heals the man and it heals the woman. It heals them both because sex is the highest form of prayer. It really is. But you are not going to be able to have authentic sex unless you are having sex with a free woman. If you are having sex with a slave, it's not going to be authentic and he ain't going to like it and you ain't going to fucking have an orgasm. That's what's going to happen. The problem is not you're not willing to have sex. The problem is you're not willing to be you. You got to be you first before you do anything else in life. And that goes for men as well. You see, as I coach men, because most of my private clients, they're not women. They're not. I'm going to be honest with you. Most of my private clients are men. And I don't know what the fuck's going on, but they all good looking. I don't fucking know what the fuck's going on, but the shit, goddamn, they all fucking good looking, every single one of them. And one of the mistakes that men make is before they figure out what their purpose is, they go ahead and choose a mate. And see, yeah, you can't be like that. A husband has to decide what his purpose is. He has to decide, what type of cultivator am I? He has to know what he is authentically. And then based on what he is authentically, then he chooses his mate. But if he chooses his mate based on the size of her ass and her tits, he's going to choose wrong. He's going to choose wrong. And then it's going to circumvent him or stop him from fulfilling his purpose and his destiny. And he's going to be upset. Men, you have to know what your purpose is before you commit your life to somebody. Because if you don't, all you're going to do is have a bunch of children that you're going to end up paying child support for. And you're going to have a bunch of bitter women running around that fucking hate you. And rightfully so. Rightfully so. You need to sit your ass down and take time to say, hey, listen, let me figure out who I am. But with that being said, a lot of men will tell these women, hey, I'm not looking for marriage. I'm not looking for marriage. And then a woman will pressure them into marriage. And then she gets mad and says, well, we married now. You know, he didn't want to get married. He didn't want to get married. And if you have to pressure him, ladies, it's not authentic. It's going to hurt you in the end. Commit to yourself first. I love you guys, and I will talk to you soon. Bye-bye.